welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's, episode 86. I'm Tiffany. Thank you for your return viewer and welcome if you're a new viewer. Happy New Year! I hope everyone had amazing holidays, spend some time with your family and friends, and enjoyed some quiet time too for yourself. Everybody, I believe, always needs downtime. I am actually in a new location today. I thought something different and new would be fun, and I wanted to show you kind of a little bit, this is the things we collect in our house, my husband and I. The Batman we have on this side. That was actually, it's a huge statue actually, and it was his anniversary present last year. And the Batgirl on this side was my anniversary present this year. Their collection, I think, matches and goes together. They are numbered pieces and collectibles, and they are amazing. Like, I just love them. When I saw the Batman for my husband, I almost fell over. I fell in love with it. It was just absolutely amazing. If you don't know, majority of our house and our pictures in our house are DC. We do have some Marvel, but my husband is Batman. And I'm Wonder Woman, and I'm actually wearing my Wonder Woman top today. My total 80s top too. This was a Christmas gift from my husband, and he likes to, he thought this would be great because it's an 80s, kind of workout top, and I use it when I go to work out, so it's so awesome. But I just love it, and I wear it around the house too. It's just so comfy, and it's Wonder Woman, and it's pink. You know how I love my pink. So I thought new location, and behind me, which you can't see, right there actually is, right there, I should point in the right direction, that is Poison Ivy, and she's absolutely stunning. I bought her for myself, and I think last year, and she's just phenomenal. The work that goes into her and the detail is absolutely phenomenal. I pick her up, but I have a klutz. I don't want to drop her. So we'll leave her where she is. Today I wanted to let you know, just because I'm kind of wearing my little workout top, and I wanted to kind of give a thank you and shout out to Dana from Dana Von Wine Yarn Company. I follow Dana on Instagram. I've known Dana for, I think, 7-8 years now. I met her at SSK, I think my first SSK I went to. And she is such a sweetheart. I bought her yarn. I still have it. I love it. To me, it's very special. I just want to find something I can knit with it that will, work for the specialness that it has to it. And Dana was posting, I believe it was beginning of January, how she was going back to work out because she has arthritis, and I totally relate to that. I have psoriatic arthritis in 80% at least of my body, if not more. I've been suffering with it since I've probably been in my late teens, and it fluctuates with weather. When it rains, my knee kills. My knee swells with fluid. I've had to get it drained with a massive needle getting stuck into it, which, oh, it just hurts. It hurts so bad. And I try to be brave because I'm such a chicken, especially when it comes to needles. And so I've been dealing with that for many, many, many years, and it's terrible. So people that have arthritis or psoriatic arthritis, I almost know the feelings you go through. It's not pleasant. You would think after so many years, doctors would have some kind of cures or drugs or something to help. And there is things out there. Some of them are very expensive, and some of them don't work, and some of them are very bad for your body or other organs. So be careful what you take and what you do. But Dana mentioned about going back and working out, and I was thinking about it for a while, and I was like, I would love to get back into it. I was working out other places doing aerobic classes, CrossFit, and I wasn't loving it. I guess deep down I'm a Pilates girl. When I found Pilates back in 2005, I believe is when I started, I realized what a huge difference it made to my life. I can't do yoga. It's not for me, especially with my arthritis, but Pilates seemed to work amazingly. I did Pilates for many years and then on and off, and with moving to different areas, not always do I have Pilates studios near me. Sometimes I was driving half an hour to go to a Pilates studio, which was okay. Wintertime it's not the best. I just found that when I started doing Pilates, I had no more sciatic pain. My arthritis seemed like it was just either disappearing, or it was, I don't know, it was just disappearing. Like I didn't feel the pain. I did have it some days, but maybe not as bad. And I felt healthier. So with Dana going and you know, triggering that word with arthritis, it triggered me. And so I looked and Googled and found something close to home, which I'm very excited about. I've already been to the classes and I absolutely love it. I'm doing Pilates and barre classes. So I'm super ecstatic. Pilates, it just feels so natural to get back into it. It's a lot about, you know, your core, posture, technique, breathing. It really helps in a lot of situations. I find it relaxes me at the same time. It strengthens me, it leans me, it works on my core, and it definitely, it's almost like a meditation sometimes because of your breathing technique, but I am also very competitive with myself. And I like to push myself. So I probably push myself more than most people do in a class. And you know, when the teacher says, oh, you can relax, or your instructor tells you can relax or take it easy or only do this, you know, 10 reps, I might do 12 or 15 or 20 sometimes. And I just like to, and I like to be balanced. So if I'm doing one side and I get to do 15 on one side, I want to do 15 on the other. So I like to do things like that. Barre classes, I haven't done ballet since I was probably like a little child. We're talking between the ages of 3 and maybe 10, if that. I did a lot of dance growing up and into my teens, but ballet was something I did for a little bit and kind of got out of it. Wasn't really my thing. And you know, especially having thunder thighs as a kid, ballerinas don't have those. So I got into other dance areas, which was fine. I didn't really love ballet as much as other things. So getting back into it now and doing barre classes is so much fun. I have to say, it's like you're on your toes and the work that you do, and oh my goodness, my calves were hurting. But it was such a great feeling. I love to know that when my muscles hurt, it means I really worked out. You know, for those people that have done other like weightlifting or CrossFit or something like that, where you work your quads and like the next day or 2 days later, you can't like even sit on a toilet seat because they hurt so bad to sit down and get up. If you know that feeling, you know, you'll know what I'm talking about when it's so painful, but it feels so good. And you're like, oh my God, it hurts so bad. But at least you know you've worked them so well and you've really pushed yourself to work them. But it's been so much fun. So I'm going 3 times a week and I'm really enjoying it. And I've seen differences that I can tell for myself. So I'm super excited about these classes and I'm so happy I found something close to home, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I know January, because it's a new year, people have goals and ambitions, and they do all sorts of things that work for yourself, your body, your health, your beauty, your mental, I guess, wellness or well-being. And it could be for your family, your home, your life, whatever it is. I believe in doing good things and doing good things for yourself. Remember, you only have one body and only you can take care of it to the best ability. No one else can do that for you. And it sounds like some people, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm very good-hearted and I put other people before me too, but sometimes I need to put myself first, and it's not being selfish. If I can't be healthy and be helpful to other people, then I'm not that good for them or myself. So sometimes I put myself first to make sure that I can be healthy, and so I can be there and to help and take care of other people around me and be there for them. And I think I slacked on that last year a bit. Like I worked out, but not enough. And I think my headspace was just not into it. With changing things in my life, different drugs I was on for my arthritis and things like that, all that I think affects you, and it just, you know, different things. Plus I think I have I have really good friends, and I have a great support of my husband. There's times where he blows me away with things he says to people when I'm sitting right there, or sometimes when I hear afterwards what he says about me, and I can't believe how much he supports me, loves me, and is always there for me. Like, it's just amazing. I hope people have support like that, systems out there. If you don't, message me. I'd be happy to. I believe everybody is such a good person, and everybody deserves to have someone to help support them. I'm always all ears. I've always been like that. My friends in high school used to call me like Ann Landers. So anyways, let's get back to knitting. So let's start with that, because this is a knitting podcast after all. And I wanted just to, you know, talk about some other things. So I'm going to start with Diamonds in the Rough. And I have been working on my Desert Vista Dyeworks socks because I'm doing the 3 months. I'm going to hopefully finish every month. I'm very slow stock knitting, but this month I actually didn't start my sock knitting until I think it was the 7th or 8th of January. I was working on something else, which I'll show you in a bit. And I decided that actually I was going to do it differently. I was going to do it in different months. And then I decided, let's just do January, February, March. You know, it's really cold. It's nice something knit on socks. I'll get them done just in case something changes and then I didn't want to work on them. I'm like, let's start off the new year with getting these done. And I love having socks. I do love having hand knitted socks. I wear them a lot. So this colorway is the color, this is her Color Accents Turquoise. Look at that stunning pop of turquoise. I just love it. So it's every 6th row I hit that turquoise. And it's funny because it's like, that's all I want to get to is that turquoise. It's such a beautiful color, and it's on her bling base, of course, because, you know, I think all my socks should be on bling base from Susan's Desert Vista Dyeworks collection. I just love it. I don't know why I ordered them without bling. I don't get it. Silly me, never mind. I should never order them again without bling. So this is what I started. I am exactly, I believe, to the point right now where I am going to be starting my gusset increases and working that. And it's usually about, I think, 2 inches, which is roughly what I get. And then from there, go to the heel, the leg, and the cuff. So I should be able to get these done as long as I keep knitting every night a little bit on them and making sure I get, I think it's every 3 rows equals about 1 inch for me. And so as long as I get at least 1 inch done every night, that could be a huge help. Normally, I think on my other socks, I've counted and it's been about 19 rows of color, give or take. So we still have a way to go. But I'm enjoying them. And again, I do 2 at a time, toe up. My only way I like to knit socks. They're even. I try to get them matchy-matchy as much as possible. And I'm using the Chiagu needles because I actually still really enjoy them. They are that perfect tip is what I like about them. I wish they swiveled. That's one thing. And I wish the cord was a little bit stiffer because I push my needles through and the cord's buckles. So now I have to pull my cords from the back. So it's a little bit different for me, and that slows me down just a little bit, but I do like the tip. It's a little bit finer point than the Haya Sharps, but not as sharp as them. And I think they're a little bit thicker, the Haya Sharp points. So I'm really enjoying this. So for all of you that have seen these on Instagram, if you haven't, the bag I'll show you is kind of in a fun, explicit way. That's the bag I'm using, and I am loving it. And I forget, I apologize, I do forget right now. Her tag fell off her bag. It was wood, and I guess where the hole was, where the drill mark was, it was really close to the edge and it broke. But I do have it. I just didn't bring it with me. And so I will put it down here where you can find this bag. So that is my first project. Oh, and it's just vanilla socks. I'm just knitting them up. My second project I am working on is something I've been wanting to do that I started actually 3 times, I think, before the holidays. I couldn't find the right pattern for it, I guess I just wasn't feeling that pattern. I love the yarn. It is Misky. You can see that covering my face. This is Misky, and it's 100% baby llama. And I am really, it's a Mirsol Peru yarn, for those of you who don't know. I'm really enjoying this knit. I finally found a pattern that I do really love. It is working out perfectly for the yarn that I want. The pattern is called, let me show you. Oopsies. The pattern is called Estella Oversized Lacy Cowl by Susan Leibowitz. There it is. You can't really see it in that picture, but you can also open it up. Let's see if you can see this. So you can also open it up like this and wear it over your shoulders. I guess like a little caplet. And I'm loving this. So this was something that I wanted to, sorry, I just want to put that down without knocking anything over. This is from my girlfriend. She is like a sister to me. I count her as a sister and her husband as my brother. I would do anything for them. They're absolutely amazing. My nephews I love. So this is the one I tell you that sometimes she's not knit worthy, but every time she sees something that she likes that I wear, she's like, oh, I want that. It's funny how that works. So I decided to knit this for her, and it's coming along nicely. That's the bottom. It's actually folded. I don't know why it keeps rolling up. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But there's a pattern on the bottom there. So it's a gorgeous purple, like I'd say maybe like an eggplant purple, not as deep, but and it's really simple to knit. It's super soft. Like, I'm loving this. It's really soft. I hope she loves it. She was wearing a cowl, I think I mentioned on the last podcast, that was a store-bought, that she wrapped around her twice. And I was just like, yeah, no. I was like, I can't believe I'm going out with her and she's wearing that. Because I was like, she knows I can make her this stuff. You know, she has a beautiful hat that I've made her. I've never seen her wear. And I actually asked her about it too, because I was like, I think I was wearing a hat or a shawl or something that she liked. She's like, oh, I want one of these. And I was like, I said, I made you the scarf you don't wear. I said, I made you slippers, because I wore them. And then I wore them out on the floor because she has natural hardwood floors, so they're rough. And of course they'll wear out, you know, knitted slipper. I made her this beautiful hat, which is the Starving Artist pattern by Laura Linneman. And in a gorgeous, like creamy white, winter white color, because it would look stunning with her red hair. And she's like, oh, I don't wear hats much. I'm like, it's the latest style though. Like, why wouldn't you? Everybody's wearing hats, especially with pom-poms now too. And so she's like, well, maybe I should pull that out of the cupboard. But I was like, I make you all this stuff and I never see you wear it. She's like, oh, I'll wear it, you know, I'll wear it. So I figured I'll make this for her. It's fun to knit. It's a quick knit so far. I'm really enjoying this. It's knitting up on 6mm, and these are my Louette needles. And you can see they have a nice tip to them, and they're square. They're square Louettes. Aren't they awesome? I find knitting with my arthritis on my hands, they're easier. I get a beautiful stitch definition out of them. I find my stitch definitions a little bit more even, I'd say. And so I'm happy with this. I'm happy how it's turning out. I think it's going off screen, but it's gonna get some good stretch to it, I believe. It might be something she might be able to wrap around her neck once or twice. We'll see how, well, once for sure. Twice, I don't know. I'm hoping so. If not, at least she'll be able to bunch it up in the way she wears it, and she can wear it a little bit, not fully forward, a little bit towards the back, so that it gives her some fullness around her. I think she'll love it. I hope she does. So I'm hoping to finish this by Valentine's Day for her, and I will be seeing her, I know before then, but I hope so. I think I should be able to, once my DVD socks are done, that's priority right now, making sure the DVD socks are done. Then I have this left. So this should be enough. I'm almost, I've altered the pattern actually a little bit because of the yardage I have. I don't have enough for what the pattern calls for. So I'm just taking out some of the stocking stitch rows because I rather some detail in there, and that's not a problem. But I think I'm 3/4 through right now, so I'm almost towards the end. It just had to go on hold. I didn't want to stop knitting this. I was really enjoying it. It just has to go on hold until I can finish my DVD socks. I don't have any FOs today. No FOs. You know why? I did them all in December. I wanted to get everything done so that, you know, all that stuff was done. I wasn't carrying it over into the new year. I don't have any enabling. I haven't bought anything for myself or have been gifted anything like that. So it's been all good. I'm okay with that. It's for me this year. I still would like to be able to knit from my stash. I realize some people's stashes are like 600 yarns. That must be amazing. It's like your own knitting store. I think I have over 200 yarns. That's a lot for me. Being such a slow knitter, that is a lot. There's things where I want to do and combine yarns where I can take, you know, a couple of fingering weight yarns, do some shawls with the 2-3 colors, or if I'm brave enough to knit a fingering sweater, tank top, something. I also have Miss Bab's worsted weight in Yowza that I can do sweaters with. So I don't have any plans this year for what I really want to do as of yet. I'm wanting to leave things open a bit, see maybe what new patterns come out, what I want to do. I still have the Paper Daisy Creations, actually both, her tank top and her sweater, or cardigan actually, that I would like to knit. One I have the yarn for the cardigan, the tank top I don't, but it's okay. I want to be able to knit those for myself and at the right time. Right now, January, February, March is going to be Desert Vista Dye Work socks. And I thought about it. I'm going to pull up the thread again and create a new thread, and we'll do self-striping cal for January, February, March. I will open up the thread and you guys can post anything that you casted on from January 1st. Anything self-striping. It doesn't have to be socks. It just has to be self-striping. So like Hot Pink Socks Reviews, if you know her by that name on Instagram, she did stunning mitts that are self-striping. Go check them out. She even double lined them with the alpaca. They're absolutely beautiful. Go check them out. So you can do anything that you've done with self-striping, even if it's, you know, the sweaters where they have the self-striping streets, I can speak, sleeves, cowls, hats, please, by all means, minimum in there should be a 50 gram. As long as it's started by January 1st, you can post it. And I'm sure some people even have finished objects by now because there's some super speed knitters out there. So we will do this cal for 3 months. At the end of it, we'll draw a prize, or maybe 2. Actually, maybe even 3. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a prize each month for somebody. So we'll do one for January, February, and March. Since I'm doing 3 sets of socks, let's do that. And we can have a prize for each month. And we can do a small prize for each month, or we can do one big prize for all 3 months. Let me know what you think about that. And I'd be happy to put that in the thread once we have it up. So you can put your comments in there too. Otherwise, I think that's it. I'm sorry it's a short episode today, but I wanted to get one up and let everybody know. Oh, also, before I forget, how can I forget? I need to draw a winner for the Get Your Grinch On cal. I almost forgot that. We had 24 entries, and thank you everyone who participated in that. I really hope you guys had fun. I love doing that cal because I knit things for me, which was funny because I was trying to knit things for other people, but it happened to be that, you know, every year I do knit, I knit majority for me, and even throughout the year, it's majority for me. So it's nice to see other people wanting to get stuff done towards the end of the year that is for them. And it's nice. I'm trying to pull up random generator. That's the word I was looking for. Random number generator. So I said we had 24 entries. So 1 through 24. I just want to show you all. 1 through 24. Alrighty. Let's hit generate. And number 12. Oops, that was my phone. Good thing there's an OtterBox case on it. Okay, so number 12 is Quite Dissident. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And let me just find her post. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's that stunning shawl. Okay, so I'll show you the picture in a second. I just want to see. There is no name. I don't know her name. Quiet Dissident. I don't know her name. All I know is she's from Kansas. And I apologize that I don't know her name. It's not listed in Ravelry, but you have to see this shawl. It is absolutely stunning. She said, one and done shawl from yarn I got last Christmas. Look at this shawl. Isn't that gorgeous? Of course, it's crescent shape, which is one of my favorites. I think it's absolutely stunning. Look at the work. So congratulations. I'm so happy you won the Get Your Grinch On Cal. Please contact me on Ravelry and we will get you your gift. It's a $25 Ravelry, any patterns you want up to $25. So thank you so much all for participating. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys join in on the self-striping cal from January till March and have some fun and post pictures, and I will have a hashtag in there and tag your stuff in on Instagram so I can follow along to you and like your posts. I guess with Instagram, my time on there is not as much as it used to. I want to knit. And Instagram takes up my knitting time, I find. So, you know, you can't really scroll through Instagram and try to knit at the same time. It doesn't work for me. I wish somebody can make it. That would be a great thing if Instagram can have it where it scrolls and you can say like and it likes it, and you can say if you want to comment, and it would, then you could add it, like, you know, voice and put a comment in there. But I wish it would like slowly scroll through stuff while you're looking at it, and you can always say stop if you wanted to stop on something. That'd be phenomenal. Then I can knit and get through Instagram more often. Maybe that's something, you know, we should probably message the oh my god, I was gonna say, I can't even think of the name right now. The inventors of it, let's use that word, or the programmers behind it, and let them know about that great idea. That might actually work. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me on our first podcast for January in 2019. I really, truly wish everyone all the best. I always do. I hope everyone has a great year. Great things happen for you, your friends, your family, but most of all for you. Don't forget, you're very important, and only you can take care of yourself, and you can only take care of yourself the best. So please do. Everybody needs to have a healthy, happy year this year. Love to everyone, and the knitting community is just phenomenal. Thank you so much again for watching. Happy knitting, and until the next episode. Bye for now.